So yeah, the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever have just signed Chloe Bibby to her rest season contract. Why is it? And thank God the Indiana Fever made this decision. I was getting really scared. I was getting really scared that the Fever just weren't going to sign her.
In a move that has taken WNBA fans by surprise, the Indiana Fever have just pulled off a major signing that could have massive implications for the rest of the season. Yes, it's official. Chloe Bibby is joining the Fever roster for the remainder of the season. A versatile, high-energy forward known for her shooting, hustle, and international pedigree, Bibby brings a whole new dimension to Indiana's game plan. But what does this mean for the Fever's playoff hopes? And why now? Let's break down everything you need to know about this blockbuster signing. For casual fans, Chloe Bibby might be a new name on the WNBA radar, but she's no stranger to the world of competitive basketball. Born in Australia, Bibby has been making waves on the international stage for years. A standout at Mississippi State and later at the University of Maryland, Bibby built a reputation as a fearless shooter, strong rebounder, and vocal leader on and off the court. During her college career, she averaged over 12 points and nearly 6 rebounds per game. What stood out, though, was her versatility. Able to play the 3 or 4, she could stretch the floor with her three-point shooting or bang down low with the bigs. After going undrafted in the WNBA, Bibby took her talents overseas, playing professionally in Australia and Korea. But make no mistake, she never gave up on her WNBA dreams. Now at 25, she's getting her shot. Bibby also brings a level of maturity and leadership that the Fever desperately need. She's not a flashy player, but she's incredibly efficient. Her off-ball movement, perimeter defense, and basketball IQ make her a natural fit for a team trying to find its identity and rhythm in a tough league. Let's talk about why this signing matters now. The Indiana Fever came into the 2025 WNBA season with sky-high expectations. With the addition of Caitlin Clark in the draft and the continued growth of Aliyah Boston, the team was expected to take a major leap. But it's been a bumpy ride. From defensive lapses to inconsistent bench production, the Fever have struggled to find their footing. Injuries have taken a toll. Chemistry has been slow to develop. And head coach Christy Sides has had to make constant adjustments to her rotations. While Clark and Boston have been sensational at times, the supporting cast has been underwhelming. One glaring issue? The wing depth. Outside of Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, the Fever have lacked a consistent scoring option at the forward spot. That's where Chloe Bibby comes in. With her size at 6'2", Bibby can guard multiple positions and shoot the ball with range. She's the kind of player who doesn't need the ball in her hands to make an impact. She cuts, she screens, she spaces the floor, and she brings energy to both ends of the court. In short, Bibby fills a gap the Fever have been trying to patch all season long. But why now? Why sign Chloe Bibby at this stage of the season? According to sources close to the team, the Fever have been keeping an eye on Bibby for some time. With a couple of players dealing with injuries and a grueling schedule ahead, management saw an opportunity to bolster the roster with a low-risk, high-reward addition. Timing is everything in sports. With the playoff race heating up, teams are looking to make subtle moves that could give them an edge. Bibby's recent form overseas, where she's been putting up solid numbers in the WNBL, likely tipped the scales in her favor. Her availability, combined with her fit in the system, made this the perfect moment to bring her in. The Fever aren't just making a desperate, mid-season grab, they're thinking strategically. Chloe Bibby isn't just a body to fill minutes. She's a player with upside, hunger, and the experience to contribute immediately. She's used to playing in high-pressure situations, and she understands the physicality of professional basketball. As one Fever assistant put it, "We're not looking for saviors, we're looking for solutions." And Chloe might just be one of them. So what exactly can Bibby bring to this Indiana Fever roster? Let's start with her shooting. Bibby is a legitimate three-point threat. Her release is quick and she's confident spotting up from deep. That alone opens up the floor for players like Caitlin Clark to drive and kick, or for Aliyah Boston to operate in the post. Next, her defense. Bibby isn't the fastest player on the court, but she's smart. She reads passing lanes well and rotates efficiently. Her size helps her contest. Shots on the perimeter and provide help side. Defense in the paint. Then there's the hustle factor. Watch a Bibby highlight reel. and you'll see her diving for loose balls, crashing the offensive glass, and playing with relentless effort. That kind of grit is contagious. For a young team still building its identity, that's gold. And perhaps most importantly, Bibby understands her role. She's not coming in trying to be the star. She's coming in to play within the system, make the right reads, and contribute wherever she can. Her ability to play both forward positions allows the Fever to get creative with their lineups. Need a small ball lineup? Bibby can slide to the 4. Want to go bigger? She can stretch the floor from the 3. It's not just what she does, it's how she does it. Calm, composed, unselfish. A glue player in every sense of the word. The reaction to Bibby's signing has been surprisingly strong. Fever fans, hungry for any spark of momentum, are optimistic. On social media, fans have praised the move as smart, strategic, and long overdue. Sports media outlets have also chimed in. ESPN's LaChina Robinson noted that Bibby brings a unique international flavor to the WNBA, a player with grit, length, and shooting touch. Meanwhile, WNBA analysts are already projecting how she'll fit into the Fever's offensive sets. Even former teammates have voiced their support. Maryland coach Brenda Frese tweeted her congratulations, calling Bibby a warrior with heart who always shows up when it counts. And perhaps the most telling response came from Caitlin Clark herself, who reportedly welcomed Bibby with a text message and an invite to a shooting session after practice. That's a sign, not just of camaraderie, but of respect. This locker room knows what she's about. Looking ahead, what does Bibby's signing mean for the Fever's future? On the surface, it's a short-term move, a player coming in to help the team down the stretch. But it could be more than that. If Bibby finds her groove in Indiana, she could carve out a long-term role. The WNBA has seen countless players come in mid-season, impress, and never leave. Think of how players like Rebecca Allen or Ezi Magbagor started, unheralded, under the radar, and now staples on their teams. The Fever are building something special. With young stars like Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, they're laying the foundation for a championship contender in the next few years. What they need now are role players who can grow with the core. Bibby could be that kind of piece. Someone who understands the grind, complements the stars, and elevates the bench unit. It also sends a message to the rest of the league. Indiana isn't waiting around. They're not just a development team anymore. They're ready to compete, and they're willing to make smart moves to get there. Chloe Bibby might not be a household name yet, but if she seizes this opportunity, that could all change. In the grand scheme of things, the Chloe Bibby signing might not make headlines like Caitlin Clark's debut or a major trade, but sometimes it's the quiet, calculated moves that pay off the most. Bibby represents more than just added depth. She represents the Fever's belief in culture, character, and chemistry. She's the kind of player who makes good teams better, not by dominating the stat sheet, but by doing the little things that win games. And for Bibby, this is the culmination of years of hard work. She didn't get drafted. She didn't get the early spotlight. But she never stopped grinding, never stopped believing. And now she gets her shot. It's a moment of redemption, a moment of possibility. And for the Indiana Fever, a moment of hope. So whether you're a diehard Fever fan or just love underdog stories, keep an eye on Chloe Bibby, because this could be the beginning of something big. And if the Fever make that playoff push, everyone's been waiting for it, don't be surprised if Bibby plays a key role in getting them there. Thanks for tuning in. What do you think about Chloe Bibby joining the Indiana Fever? Is this the spark they needed or just another mid-season experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more WNBA updates and stories from around the league. This season is far from over, and if this move is any indication, Indiana Fever fans have a lot to be excited about. See you in the next video!